Jack Cunningham is an alcoholic construction worker who is separated from his wife, Angela. At Thanksgiving dinner with his mother, sister Beth, and family, Beth reveals that friends, including Angela, expressed concern about his drinking and being isolated from friends and family. The next day, Jack receives a call from Father Devine at his Catholic high school Bishop Hayes, where he was once a star basketball player and had led the team to multiple championships. Father Devine asked him to join as the school's basketball coach, because the current coach had suffered a heart attack. Jack is reluctant at first, but accepts the job. Jack is introduced to assistant coach and algebra teacher Dan, as well as the rest of the team. Bishop Hayes has only won one match and hasn't made it to the playoffs since Jack was a student. As a result, students' interest in basketball dropped significantly, leaving the team with just 6 varsity players. Among these players are Brandon, the introverted point guard and most talented player on the team, and Marcus, the center of the team, who annoyed his teammates and Jack with his attitude. Angela meets Jack and reveals that she is meeting someone new. Jack continued to drink heavily. His friend Doc takes him home from the bar every night, making sure he gets there safely. The team faces Memorial, a larger school with a much more talented team, in one of Jack's first games as a coach. Trailing significantly and frustrated by the perceived lack of effort, Jack benches Marcus and demands the team to play with more toughness. However, Bishop Hayes lost badly. Dan begins to notice signs of Jack's alcoholism, including Memorial's coach and noticing beer cans in Jack's office. After the game, Jack drives by Brandon walking alone and gives him a ride home. Brandon reveals that his mother is dead and that his father is taking care of his younger siblings, leaving him unable to watch his games. Jack began making strategic changes to the team, adopting full-court press defense, and focusing on conditioning to make up for the team's relative lack of size and talent. The team is initially annoyed with Jack's aggressive attitude, but they eventually respect him. When Marcus arrives late for the next game, Jack kicks him off the team. Jack's changes led to a tight game, and he draws a play that allows Brandon to pass to teammates for the game-winning shot. Jack encourages him to take the shot himself as the team's best player and develop his leadership skills. He pushes Brandon to be more vocal on the court, eventually placing him as team captain. Marcus suddenly comes to Jack's house asking to be allowed back on the team, and Jack finally agrees. The team continues to be successful and Jack develops a relationship with his players. His drinking gradually decreases and he started spending more time with his family and friends. Jack and Angela attend a birthday party for David, the son of their friend, Miguel. It is revealed that Jack and Angela had a son, Michael, who died from cancer. David and Michael were in the hospital together. David is now in remission. On the way home, Jack reveals to Brandon that his father was neglectful, only noticing Jack when his basketball talent was discovered. As a result, Jack turned down a full athletic scholarship to the University of Kansas basketball program, and hasn't touched a basketball since. With Bishop Hayes needing just one win to qualify for the playoffs, they give up a fourth-quarter lead to an inferior team. While protesting a call, Jack is ejected. Bishop Hayes loses the game. Their final game of the season is a rematch against Memorial. Jack visits Brandon's father, Russ, at his work, informing him that Brandon has received attention from college recruiters. Russ, a college basketball player, discouraged his son from using basketball as a ticket to a better life. At the game, Memorial quickly takes the lead, but Bishop Hayes slowly mounts to a comeback. On the final play, Jack sets up a play for Brandon to pass out from an open shot, but he reconsiders, telling Brandon to take the shot himself. Brandon takes the shot, winning the game for Bishop Hayes. Then Jack gets a call from Angela, telling him that David is in the hospital. During their visit, Jack and Angela overhear a doctor informing David's parents that his cancer has returned. The sight of their grief disturbs Jack, who leaves the hospital and returns to his regular bar, where he continued drinking. The next morning, Jack is late for practice and still drunk, falsely blaming the power outage. Dan informs Father David, who fires Jack as the head coach, telling him he can't trust him on the team and fears he has a serious problem. Jack started drinking again. One night, while drunk driving with a woman he met at a bar, Jack crashes a boat hitched to a parked car. The woman runs away, telling him to enter her house from the back. Jack accidentally enters the wrong house, where he is confronted by its occupants. Jack tries to leave before the police arrive, but the confrontation turns physical. He is pushed down the front steps of the house and is knocked unconscious in the street. Jack wakes up in the hospital, where he is greeted by Beth, who asks him for help with alcohol addiction. Jack started going to therapy and started talking about his son's death. He meets his wife and apologizes for his past mistakes. The Bishop Hayes team dedicated their first playoff game to Jack. Brandon sees that his father and brothers are there to watch their game. Meanwhile, at the outdoor court, Jack picks up a basketball and starts shooting.